Okay, some notes on the upcoming Zoom on relationships and how they can affect and be a part of your healing. And one of the bigger points I wanted to note was, after the Zoom, you will be able to look at your responses to your feelings in your beliefs, your thoughts, and your actions in relationships as healing responses. And when you start to look at them as that and can kind of note as to where to see them and where they're coming from, and then know where to go, just like swelling in your ankle, just like a cyst in your calf, just like sores on your face, just like digestion changes, just like mood shifts, you would go in and make changes because the body's not wrong. And even in relationships, it's not wrong, although there's another person or people involved. So it's to help make sense of what your response is and your actions, so that we can kind of minimize and eliminate the hurt and the confusion that sits within a lot of exchanges. And it doesn't have to be there. Just like there doesn't have to be confusion with why your ankles swell or why your joints hurt or why your injuries occur or why your symptoms show up. It's going to be along those lines. Urging men especially to join this thing, because we have a tendency to disregard this. It's not specifically for men, it's for everybody to be able to understand this a little deeper, but because you're going to have work you're going to do in the Zoom, and then afterwards that'll make sense to you and your role, but men especially, because again, when I realized these depths and where it sits and how to apply it with everything, all healing responses, all where it fits, where it sits, and then where to devote energy and change to, and then what just I'm not okay with anymore now that I know. Oh my God. And if I would have realized this, 20 some years ago, we could have, things would have been a little different, but they were exactly how they were supposed to be. So whoever feels called to do this, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be the deepest one I think I've ever gone into. Deepest from my standpoint of my experiences, and the aha moments that I had this year, to then be able to put them into a group format without, again, taking away from the power of it. They're definitely explained and gone over in one-on-ones. Hands down, absolutely. It's one of the biggest components to full evaluations and follow-ups and consults. But we're going to make it a powerhouse for groups. So October 4th, it's a Friday. I will have gotten back from Texas, finishing my tattoo, and then doing some house calls along the way. So Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific. If you cannot make it, don't worry about it. I make a replay available, a replay recording available for those who register at this rate and attend, and for those who register at this rate and can't attend. So you'll have 7 days. Don't worry about it. But it's going to be powerful. It's deep. It's deep. And when you understand these realizations, you're going to be like, holy shit. Well, now what can I apply this to? And you will just start to see things in a completely different lens, and it'll all start to make sense. Everybody. So that we don't have to resort to the blaming of generational trauma, or blaming of this is my pattern, or blaming of my mom and dad, or blaming of, another level of no blaming. And then it's just cool, because then you get to do your role, do your part, and then others can do their part, and then together you can do your part together, and everything just makes sense. And when everyone's on the same page, the confusion and the hurt can't be there. So email me for details on the class, the workshop, info@TommyJohnIII.com. Looking forward to everybody going there and going deep and breaking open. I sure am. See you there.